Hi guys, everyone, welcome to our Monday night GBO training call. It is Monday night, March the 13th, 2017, and I can tell you right now, it is so exciting. I love to play that song. I wake up to it, I go to bed to it, and I keep playing over in my mind how it says we may be a small boat in a big ocean, but sending big waves in motion. And make no mistake, that is exactly what we have going on here. So the focus this evening, per the calendar, is going to be to talk about understanding questions to ask and how we talk with people. And I'm going to start off this evening, and first of all, I want you to know that this is going to be 15 to 20-minute call. I know most of you have spent Monday working. I'm very sensitive to that, and we want to make sure that these calls count and give you value and give you literally the skills that Lloyd and I have employed and mastered over the last 17 years of our life. So this is what we do every day. We don't even think about it, but we understand also how it is to be the new kid on the block and how valuable it is for someone just to teach you to talk, okay? Talking and communication is absolutely at the forefront of everything we do here. So like I say every time, or I try to say every time, I live by the slogan with Global Rescue Direct that we are opening eyes and changing lives. Now, I want you to think about that as I go through this evening and talk. And the whole goal in the end is going to be basically to help someone open their mind to the concept of what we're talking about here through the use of the calculator is what we use exclusively. I don't even deal any other way other than the calculator. Also, open their ears so that they can begin to hear the solution. We open their eyes and show them the savings. And then we ask them to open their heart to reach out here and help us. Okay, so think about the concept here. We are opening eyes and changing lives by opening their mind to our concept, their ears to our solution, their eyes to their savings, and their heart to help us. In that order. Okay, I want you to understand, I'm going to give you an example today that came in from someone. It's not important who it was, but I thought it is a profound example to share with every one of you on the call this evening. And it says, Denise, on Friday, I saw my doctor, and we got to talking about insurance. He was telling me that he pays $2,000 for him, his wife, and 2 kids, plus he has a $6,000 deductible. I told him about Global Rescue Direct, and he was really interested in it and asked me how he could get it so inexpensive. I told him through me, I sell it, and that I would get you to call him, talking about getting me to call him. Well, then he said, nah, I'm good. So the question that this person said was, so I said the wrong word, sell. And you know what? This person is exactly right. Male or female, green or orange, it doesn't matter. The point that I'm going to make with you right there is it came across as a sale, and it came across as though we were insurance, and it came across that this person was just going to point somebody else to solve their problem instead of helping them open their mind, open their ears, their eyes, and their heart. Okay, how would I have done that differently? And understand that I told this person that I was going to use the example because I thought it was a profound example. And I explained to them that they're not alone, because they're not. That is the biggest hurdle that most people in this industry struggle with, is they don't know how to deliver a very profound solution because they're so focused on it being about a sale or a win for them. Now, I know this person's heart, and I know that was never their intention. But at the same time, if we don't correct the behavior and get it right, they'll end up quitting because they never can get a win. It's just like a baseball player that gets up to bat. And if we don't correct the mistake, the hit never happens. So why in the sandhill would the baseball player continue to get up to bat? Well, I'm telling you guys, I am so committed to your success here because I live this way. I've lived this way for many years in the multi-level marketing industry, and the power of it is very, very strong. Okay? And what we have here, I say it almost on a daily basis, is so unique and so profound that if I can just put the words in people's mouth, then I can help them, which leads me to my second training point here. Let me encourage each one of you. In Global Rescue Direct, I challenge each one of you. You can do the invitation with the 3 sentences I'm going to give you in just a moment. But here is the system for talking. Invite, schedule a Zoom meeting, and then Zoom. Okay? Now, let me stop right here. I am going to tell each one of you that if you jump out here, I'm going to make a prediction. If you jump out here on your own, you're going to fall flat on your face, and I know that, okay? So please listen to me. Do not go at this alone. Number one, we've always heard to start with your warm market. Let me tell you who is the fastest and the quickest to pounce on you is your warm market. Okay? So why am I telling you this? I have been working with several people, and I can tell you, and they're on this call, I just flat ran out of hours this evening, and I'm going to maybe perhaps throw them under the bus when I call on their name, not meaning to at all, but I will unmute your phone when I call on you. But I can tell you right now, I am seeing the strength that they are gaining through the experience by working with us over and over and over. That's my commitment level to you. I want to teach you to talk. And the one thing that I can do very well is teach you to talk as we engage in the conversation. And there are so many nuggets that you will pick up that I can't just teach over the phone. Okay, so employ me, empower, which I will empower you through that process. If I've in the past, in my past life, it was really fascinating. I worked with a lady out of Missouri, and I live in Texas. When I went into her home to work with her, this was back in the day where you literally had to go into the home. Today, we enter homes and offices and businesses straight through the Zoom software, and when I went in there, she had yellow sticky tabs of notes and things I had told her to say all around the face of her computer. And I looked at her and I said, Cindy, you really do write them down. What Cindy would do is every time before she would call someone, she would call me, tell me the scenario, and I would help put the words in her mouth. How did I get to this point? By doing it over and over and over and over, and is 17 years of experience. That's how I do it. Okay? So if you are in it, if you've been with Global Rescue for 17 minutes, 17 days, 17 weeks, I can tell you right now, it's going to take working with someone to get the lingo down. And once you've got it, run. Okay? There are some leaders. One of them is he's about ready to just explode. It's fantastic to watch him work, and his questions and how he positions it for a win for his customers is phenomenal. Okay? So I'm going to, I don't even know, I'm going to pull on Kim Angel. Are you out there? If you are, if you can *6 and unmute yourself and hop in here. I want to, I see you. I think I see you right here. I believe I just unmuted you. If you can jump in here and just tell the team some of the lessons that you have learned through working together, us working together one-on-one, making the calls together, and how having the words put in your mouth when you first start out, how much quicker it helped you get up to speed. So have I got the right person unmuted?
Yes, Denise. Thanks for asking. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great, Kim, and thank you for letting me throw you under the bus. This is there's no prompting here, right, Kim?
Glad to do it because it's been a fun journey the last few weeks. And yeah, very much, there is a learning curve. And so it's, there are, be there enterprise or individuals, they're going to have different scenarios. So it was necessary for me to hear a variety of them, because everyone's a learning experience. But the cool thing is I come away from each one of them seeing our value proposition compared, to their current situation, and wow, it's always in the 50% range, seemingly. So I would encourage everyone to follow the system, and set up the Zoom call, and then just listen and learn. Go into learning mode. Take a few notes if you must, but you'll learn quickly when it's your friend or potential client, potential customer, potential enterprise partner. You'll learn because it's their numbers, it's their scenario, and so learning is accelerated. It's not passive. So I want to thank you for your help in that, Denise, because it's fun to watch their reactions around. I'm still shocked. They'll say, I'm still shocked at the numbers, and how can it be that? They're surprised. They'll say, is this really insurance? And we'll give them an overview of what the totality of what they're being shown, and it's just it's a real, it's fun to see their aha moments. So don't hold anyone back from their aha moments. Let your potential clients and customers and friends have those, and you'll learn through that experience.
Absolutely. Kim, I've watched you in the way that you interact with people, and it's very invigorating, because I know you literally are in a position now where you could take someone else under your wing and begin to mentor them, because you have been a great student of the game, and I want to commend you for that, Kim. And thank you once again for letting me throw you under the bus and impromptu call on you. I appreciate your leadership.
Oh, anytime.
Okay, now I'm going to call on another gentleman. He's all the way up in Utah, and today he sent me a text message, and this I know he picked up through one of the trainings. He puts himself in a position to win. And Stephen Thomas, are you on the phone with us this evening? I just unmuted you. I know you're here, but I want to ask you the same thing I did with Kim regarding, don't go at this solo. Don't think you've got to do it all on your own. Lock arms, learn bigger, learn faster. So if you'll just kind of talk to the team and let them know what some of the things that you have picked up just through the training and just putting yourself in that position to win. So go ahead, Stephen.
Well, thanks, Denise, for the opportunity to talk for a second. Just like Kim, we've both been learning. It's all about duplication. She is so right. Don't go into this thing by yourself. The more confidence that you can get working with a partner is so valuable. I can't explain it. Denise is such a great leader, a great teacher, and I think I've been on her calls now for about probably 8 weeks, and you know what? She goes over the same thing every week, and every week I learn something else. So it's just repetition and doing the same thing over and over again. I'm starting to have some fun with it. It's so easy to get people's attention. Everyone's looking at health insurance these days. I just talked to a young man today who he spent about $2,000 in penalties this last year because he made too much money with his Obamacare, and his parents spent over $8,000 in penalties. So I've got 2 new prospects that I'm looking at to set something up with, and of course I am going to be tying them in with my mentor, Denise, and she's going to do this third-party everything, guys, third-party everything. It makes it so much easier when you can third-party and say, I've got a partner that can that's putting this thing together, and so it just takes all the pressure off you. But I'm so appreciative for everything that you two are doing, and I'm just so glad to be a part of this. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, Denise.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Stephen, and thank you. I tell you, team, they didn't have any idea I was going to call on them, but both of them are so engaged in this every day, and there are others as well. So don't think for one moment that just because I didn't call on you that you're not doing something. It has nothing to do with that. It's just today when Stephen sent me the message, which he's talking about, I thought he's getting it. He's getting it. He's realized the Obamacare or the what did you call it? Obamacare, Trump care. We don't care. We've got total care. Okay, we don't really care. But regardless of what you call it, the penalty is lurking out there for people, and the trap is that once they start making money, they get penalized. And so when he recognized that, I thought, gosh, he's getting it. And so all of this to say that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Okay, and that's exactly what's happened here. It has nothing to do with me, just has everything to do with the fact that these guys are great students of the game, and they're going to be very, very, very significant to each one of you and in the field as you come up and begin to learn. So let's focus on the three questions that for all of us, and I'm going to even share Kim's. Kim loves to make the statement that he is basically the Uber of healthcare, okay? And it has gotten some great mileage for Kim. That is something that he uses. I mean, I can hear him saying it over and over because we have worked so closely together. What I have been doing, there are three questions. The first question is I ask someone, do you currently have access to U.S. health care? That's question number one, and that is going to stimulate conversation right there. Back to the example today of the GBO that sent me the text message. That was a great way to initiate the conversation, okay, in that regard. They did very well to open up the conversation and get the doctor to talking about the circumstances, okay? Now, when he said that he was spending close to $2,000, well, that answered the second question. Is it affordable? Well, heck no, it's not affordable at $2,000, okay? So right there, if they say yes, that they have access to health care, if question number one, do you currently have access to U.S. health care? If question number one is yes, then you go into, is it affordable? So you're just trying to get them to open up. Okay, most people will say, well, it's not affordable. I'm paying blah, 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 because they're kind of honked off about it. All right? If they say no, our solution to move right on into step 3 works just as well, where we say, would it be worth 15 minutes of your time for me to show you an affordable solution? And the numbers, quite frankly, don't lie. And I got to tell you, at the worst case scenario, they're going to get on a Zoom meeting with you and your mentor. And right now, we've got 3 or 4 that are coming up that could mentor. We need an army of mentors, guys, an army. Because we are on Wednesday night training, the one that is not tonight. Tonight is focused on trying to help you learn how to talk. When you are doing all of the talking, nobody can answer your questions. So stick with your questions and and I hear this in Kim, and I hear it in Steve, and I hear it in Mike Wells, ask more and more questions. I want you to write out the word asking. As king. As king, you're asking questions. You're the king of the conversation. You've got it under control, but you can't get it under control if you're doing all the talking and you're just throwing out everything about what you have. Get them to talk openly and freely to you. Engage in that conversation with initiating it with those 3 questions, and by then they're more open to your solution, okay? Going back to the example that I gave you in the very beginning, when the doctor asked the GBO how he could get a hold of this so inexpensively, and right then, when they turned it into a sale, well, I sell it, boom, it was shut down because he felt like he wasn't he wasn't told that from the beginning. That's just how people are. They feel kind of tricked, if you will. Okay, so a better solution would have been something along the lines, Oh, gosh, a really good friend of mine was telling me about it, and she basically went from, and this person knows my story, went from $1,104 a month to less than $300 a month, which was over 70% savings. So when she told me that, I thought, you know what, I'll look, I want to see those numbers. So she could probably help you. Okay, so right there, instead of it, I sell it, I do it, and I'll have her call you, it was just a little bit of an inappropriate approach, okay? Keeping in mind, at the end of the day, guys, people they want to know that you care. They don't care how much you know, they want to know how much you care, okay? And so if you'll just keep at the forefront, the referrals are going to start coming. You're going to start getting leads. I know this because I'm living this, okay? And I go back to take time out of your week. If you're trying to get this thing off of the ground, get a grasp of this calculator. Wednesday night, we will go into the training. We do it every week. You heard Stephen mention it. You heard Kim mention it. That training is phenomenal. Some of the new things that are going to be implemented this week, we're in a quest working feverishly to make it simpler, more simple for people to come up to speed faster, partner with a mentor, and learn the system, and you're going to be off and sailing. I'm telling you right now, we have our hands on something very, very huge, okay? So I told you that I'm going to keep this to a 20-minute call out of respect for every one of you hardworking people, but I can tell you one thing. A year from now, you're going to be real glad you said yes today. Mark off Wednesday night. It is a webinar. Wednesday evening is a webinar. At the conclusion of this call, we will begin to post the information out on the Global Rescue Facebook page. The marketing team is right behind us on every bit of this in terms of getting the information disseminated to you as fast as we can. So we've got the Facebook page. We have a website. We all use findyourfreedom123.com. It is out there for you to use. It's out there for you to build a business with. There's no leads that come back to Denise. There's no leads that come back specifically to anybody. The job is to get the message out and help each one of you. So I'm honored that you took the time this evening to jump on this call. But at the end of the day, if I can ask you to do one thing, guys, please listen to me when I tell you, don't defeat yourself by trying to be the hero and going out there alone. I promise you there is incredible value returned back to you by partnering and learning as you go. Okay? So I'm going to wrap this call up. I've kept you for 23 minutes, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys keep in mind, at the end of the day, we are opening eyes and changing lives. And we have got to open their mind to the concept, open their ears to the solution, open their eyes to the savings, and then their heart will open up to help. So you guys go have a great Tuesday through Friday. I hope you have a super week. You're very valuable, and I'm here to help you, as are many of the other leaders that are up and coming in Global Rescue Direct. So have a great day. I'll see you on the webinar Wednesday night. Make certain you keep your eyes out for all of the communication. You guys take care. Have a great week, and God bless. Good night, all.